Back then, I like crazy genre, aggressive content, like abusive. You know, I think that's unhealthy because I realized actually in reality, I don't like it. Right now, I watch really timid, subtle,
Bland.
like
Vanilla.
like couple, like those more realistic.
Oh, that's called Korean drama. Yeah.
Because I mean, I probably could have benefited from it since my accounts all got hacked.
Oh, your account got
Yeah,
Yo, I think we need to talk about this story a little bit
on the pod. Yeah, bro. Let's talk about it.
actually. So what happened was that
Maybe let us say. So one day I was looking at my Instagram, and suddenly I was like swiping stories, checking stories. Suddenly Yuchi, he posted a story, and it's a screenshot of his account about crypto, saying he made like what 50K, 40K US dollar out of it, and this is his mentor, and join him, and just keep posting it every day.
No, with the exclamation mark.
Yeah, and then
great
I'm
start.
Like, and I'm like, oh shit, what happened to Yuchi? Should I still talk to him?
I got friends that actually saw the post. They're not sure if that's actually me or not. But then later on, it's like, you know what? This guy doesn't sound like Yuchi because usually when Yuchi posts, there's a lot of swearing words. And that one was too clean. So must not be Yuchi. But later on, I figured out it's actually because my email got hacked. I think it's because of my old Hotmail got hacked. And my Facebook, all the meta stuff was registered on that email.
Damn.
So the hacker can actually easily change all my passwords and get an access code and everything. That's why my meta account now is just gone. And not just that, recently, a funny thing, actually, the other day I was looking into that Hotmail, just see like if there's any hacking development or anything, right?
Yeah.
I got an email sent from my own email address. So it shows that that's actually me sending that thing to myself. Okay? And when you clicked into it, it's obviously one of those like hackers blackmailing email. And he was saying, okay, I have already hacked into your computer. I have installed some malware onto your computer.
Right.
So I have access to all your internet records. I have access to your video cam. So now, he said, now I have record of you pleasuring yourself
Oh yeah.
to some questionable genres of porn. Unless I pay him, I think it was like 2,000 USD or something like that, into this like crypto wallet.
Oh.
He's gonna release all those things, including
Oh
my
damn.
questionable.
That's why the other day I was seeing you on the internet.
That is BS. When I looked at it, I'm like, you know what? Should I risk it? But when I thought about it, you know what?
That means Yuchi really pleasing himself.
I don't have any questionable viewing genres in my records. My taste is super vanilla.
Right.
How
Okay.
vanilla we're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So you didn't pay him.
I didn't pay him.
Yeah.
I didn't pay him.
Yeah.
Also, on the other time, I'm like, I don't mind him leaking all my viewing histories to the world, so I can let the whole world know how good of taste I have.
Are you really?
Are you ready to share it with us today?
How much detail do I want to talk about that then?
Everything.
Oh my
Everything.
goodness.
Yeah. But before that, like, do you guys want to talk about New Year resolutions? Because now it's like the new year. Do you guys bother?
Do our 5 subscribers want to know?
No, that's
no,
for us. Like, do
it's
it for
for our
fun.
own.
That's for 3 of us, right? I can share first. I think like my New Year resolution is I just want to, you know what? I want to pace myself. I want to slow down instead of like everybody was like, I want to do better, more, faster. I think that was, I have been doing it for too much for I think like 2-3 years. And then I was like having you guys have like 蕁麻疹, right? I was having like hives. I think it's called hives. Right. And because I think it's because of I was dealing too much. I was thinking too much, overthinking everything. Right? I always want to set too much goals for myself. So this year I want to slow down. Yeah, that's my New Year resolution.
I did not know that. Because I always thought you were very chill.
Yeah,
kind of
I thought you'd been
person.
chilling this whole time.
Yeah. We thought you'd be chilling all this whole time until like half an hour or an hour ago when we first visited your establishment.
Whoa.
Well,
here.
you know, there's like an analogy about a swan, right? When you see a swan swimming, it's so elegant from the outside, but like deep in the water, it's like paddling the whole time, grinding.
So you have been that swan.
I'm the
that's
fucking
elegant
swan,
on
man.
top of the water, but struggling underneath, right?
Exactly. I was like fucking secretly grinding, right, in the bathroom. Those type of like, you know.
So what
high
have
school
you
student.
been? What have you been grinding on?
My side hustle, and also like the M company shit as well, right?
Right.
Yeah, those type of stuff. Yeah. So I want to slow down. That's it, right? You know, just try to live in the present. I think I was missing that a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
And do you think it's primarily because you feel that you have already reached a certain
No.
kind of milestone, so you
Definitely not.
deserve a little bit of a slowdown, or you just really want to do that for your own health, kind of a well-being?
Yeah, I think in order to run a marathon, you have to like regard it as a marathon. So you can't really push yourself to death before you actually run through the finish line.
So you gotta pace yourself.
Pace myself. Other than if you're not doing it, then you can't really achieve higher goals. I think maybe that's the kind of methodology I was thinking. So yeah. Enough of me. I'm like so boring. What about you, man?
Me?
What about Yuchi?
Yuchi, the
I
Canadian.
don't know, man. I stopped giving myself New Year resolutions because I know I'm not gonna be keeping up with them.
Really?
No.
Okay. You don't want to like think of like one right now, or like it's fine.
I guess
No goal is a good goal.
Just get my life together more. Because I feel like, honestly, in the last year, I've been not really being the best that I can do. Just I've been trying to figure out my work a little
Yep.
bit, right? And then outside of that, it's all messy, right? I think I told you guys like I didn't file my tax records. I
Going to the
I-
court.
yeah, right? I stopped working out. I don't even go
有罪。
boxing anymore. I'm not even bothering to go out and meet new people or see new girls and everything. It just feels like I haven't done anything. So it's me. I'm probably the opposite of you.
Right.
I probably need to do a bit more and get my kind of self together, because I feel like my life right now is a kind of downward spiral, right?
Yeah.
It's like working out. It's like if you don't work out, you actually don't feel very energized, and then you
Yeah.
feel less want to go out to do anything.
That's true.
But once you can make up your mind to step out of that, maybe things will get
Yeah.
better. I think that's something that I probably need to aim to do a bit more this year,
Okay, sounds good.
if I can keep that promise to myself, though.
So when are you gonna start working out?
Oh my god,
Tomorrow.
a tough question. That's such a tough question.
2026.
I'll start when I start.
2026.
2030.
2025 resolutions.
2030. In 10 years, 2035.
All right, baby doll, the girl in the room, the girl in the house. What is
I actually made a detailed plan for 2025.
She's that type
Oh my
of
goodness.
And I do quarterly
Sweat.
review. I have different goals
hell,
for
man.
Q1.
fucking
You do
sweat
quarterly
is-
reviews to
Yeah.
yourself.
It's because I was like, at the last month, I was doing a lot of research. Because last year, I even made a vision board. I think some of them, I definitely achieved some of them.
Yeah.
But I think
Keep talking.
at the end of the last quarter, I kind of lost control. Because I feel like always end of the year, I'm very far from some of my goals. And I was like,
What
doing,
were some of the goals that you have set up for yourself
like
to reach?
saving money, those kind of goals. I didn't really get there. Then I realized that there are people saying that, making New Year resolution, New Year goal, but you actually need to break it down into quarter. It's like a company quarterly review, because that's what makes you accountable. So, and I divided into 6 different areas:
You start to sound like my boss.
physical health, mental health, career, relationship, money. I forgot what's, and there's a hobby, habit is the other one. But I think this year, one of my main goal is actually to detach from dating.
Detach.
from dating.
So date less?
Date less. Probably trying to detach myself from men.
Oh, what's wrong with men?
It's not because men. Like, there's nothing wrong with men. But I just feel like, being a girly in Asia, probably just being a woman in this world, like how we were brought up is we were fed with a lot of like romantic contents. Even the show we're watching, growing up, it's all about dating, relationship. And usually the main character is a guy. It's how a bunch of women, they want to date the same guy. But if you look at how guys were brought up, you guys were watching a lot of shows, a lot of entertainment that you guys consume. There isn't even a female character. It's a main character there. It's about like, achieving in your career, being a superhero. So I just feel like I got really brainwashed. When I think about how I used to be wired, there's a lot of things I thought about. It's about dating. It's about guys. How I become a better person in dating. How I can be prepared to be a better wife, a better mom. Then I'm like, but I'm more than that, Probably I need to detach myself from that so I can really work on myself. And then I can attract better people in the future. So I think 2025 for me, one of the main goals is to detach myself from relationship so I can be better in the future. And I mean, guys are great, and I believe there are a lot of good men in the world, but it's just about me. Yeah,
that makes sense. That actually makes sense, right? So if you have like a better self, then it's actually easier to, they just come, right? They just line up.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, you're just trying to work on yourself more, not to define yourself through a relationship with some other guys, right?
Yeah, because I mean, I have dates, right? There are people approaching me, but I don't think I'm in the right mentality right now to do this. So yeah.
See, that's funny thing is that's kind of was what I was thinking when in the past year. That's why I wasn't really dating much, right? And now I don't know whether when I tell myself similar kind of a narrative, am I just giving myself an excuse to not go out?
Oh,
and
I
meet
tell
new
you,
people?
yes, you are.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay.
So to conclude, my New Year resolution is pretty much the opposite of both of you guys.
Oh yeah, kind of true,
right?
Kind of true. Yeah.
Why are we even friends, man?
Well,
Hey, that's why we're different.
yeah,
I know, right?
Complementary to each other.
True.
Right? Yeah.
No, we can all learn a little bit from each other. You can learn how to be really chill and don't give a damn about anything from me, I guess.
Yeah, I need to learn from that. And well, thank you for coming over all the way from Hong Kong to this, third tier city.
Oh, you're not ready
Foshan.
to expose yourself, huh?
Well, yeah, I'm like open book. I don't share anything, right? But I have a little story to share, right?
Yep.
And this little story is like about being in the past 6 years. I've been interviewing a lot of people, like just for my own team, right?
For your 9 to 5.
For my 9 to 5, yeah, I've been interviewing some people. So there's one time, right? So like our company, your ex company, right? They do data collection, right? So it's kind of like a Google where like you collect all the news article, whatever shit like that, right? So in their interview, right? So it was like a girl like sitting right across the table from me,
Right.
and then
just like a setup right now.
Yeah, and then I need to kind of like tell the girl that I did the candidate, right? Oh, hey, like this is what we do. This is software, right? And then I was introducing the company and shit like that. And then when I click into one of the news articles, like this is what we do. Click into it, and when I click it, and then jump into the news article, supposedly, right? And then a goddamn full screen wet black vagina was pop up on the screen, full screen. And I was looking at the
picture or video?
A movie one, a GIF.
Like no, it was just like a picture, but it was like damn, it was full screen this big, right? And then like she was here, I was here, and then I was like petrified for like half of a second.
That's sexual harassment right there, man.
And
Even
then like
before she started working
Did
for
she
you.
got hired?
no, like the thing is, like I don't think I rejected her. Like she rejected me already.
See, no shit.
And then I would be like, oh, 这些网站. So I was like, this website is like this trash website, and just did that. And then like the girl, like she had no expression at all. Like she was just like looking at it. Like she didn't do any of like the girl stuff, like like or be shy. It's like, oh look away. No, she didn't do any of that. All she did after I closed the window, she only gave me a look. She was like, "That's it, that's it." I was like, okay.
I like her.
I got rejected already.
Yep. She
So,
just
like-
gave you that stone cold, disrespectful
So is
gaze.
that really an ad, or you were watching something else?
No, it's not. It's one of those what like the software we collected, one of the article, and then I click into it, and it's an ad. It's a pop-up.
So you collected something from some questionable website with questionable pop-up ads.
Yeah, I don't think it's my problem because
It's not your-
Sure.
Yeah,
You tell yourself that. Yes. It's not your problem at all. No.
I use the Incognito, right? That helps, I guess. Yeah, I'm not sure it helps or not. Okay.
Same.
Incognito?
Yeah.
You guys use that at home?
Yeah.
Really?
Incognito, every time Incognito. But
Yeah.
like the thing is, you know, one of the selling point of I don't know what this is, but whatever. One of the selling point of NordVPN or like ExpressVPN is like they tell you that like if you actually look into the Incognito, there's like one line that says like your Wi-Fi provider or something, they still can't access to your history, even though you open up Incognito.
Yeah, well, the traffic's still there.
Yeah, so their selling point is like if you use NordVPN or whatever, they could actually kind of
We're
block
trying
it.
really hard to get this sponsorship right now.
Oh my god, I don't know how long it's gonna
Educating
take.
people.
Hint, NordVPN.
You better
Find
invest
us.
in us early.
We have 5 subscribers. Yeah, so like today we want to talk about porn. That's crazy. Like I actually, I didn't like throw this idea out. Right, you guys did it. It's crazy. Like
That's not fair.
That's not how it
If
happens.
you recall last time, I think Rio was trying so hard to talk about it.
He's trying so hard not to talk
Yeah.
about it. Like no matter what topic we were talking about, somehow it just pivots and
Yeah.
segued into something about porn.
Exactly.
So the discussion after this, if
Okay,
you
okay,
wanted to talk about it so
okay.
much, let's really just talk about it.
wow, it's a me problem. Okay.
It is all your problem, sir.
I feel like the 30th person among 3 of us is real.
Yeah.
Again, you're like that swan, right? So on the surface you look all right, but underneath it's all porn.
Yeah, but no, this is like, well, like you know as well, like this is how you kind of like gain traffic, I guess. But this is also like what I'm like kind of fucked up, funny type of thing that in my head, right? So this is actually what
Yeah, Rio is like this in a company, remember?
Yes.
really.
Yeah.
I was like that?
You left me that impression that you always have something kind of,
Perverted.
yeah, to say. And then you
maybe.
started laughing.
Yeah, maybe this is how I am.
So the candidate that rejected you,
Of course,
I think she made the right call. Nah, it's just
Yeah,
joking.
yeah. Do you guys have any like? I share a story. Do you have any story to share about pornography?
I accidentally already shared mine.
Oh, okay. That was your story to
That
share.
was my story, actually.
Okay, we were having lunch, right? And then there was like one good question, was like your experience of like finding out what your parents' porn and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Not your parent in the porn, but like your parent,
Your
the
parents.
porn that your parent watch, right?
No, I guess that's more of a question about how you got exposed to pornography for the first time when you were, I don't know, a kid or teenage, to whatever age you were at, right? And then I guess for a lot of people, they probably just discovered it by accident, accidentally just come across the porn or some sort of adult content that their parents were hiding away from them,
Yeah.
right? So that kind of was what happened to me.
Oh
So,
yeah.
yeah. It's hilarious though. I think I don't even remember how old I was. Probably like, I don't know, 13, 14-ish or something like that. Just
Right.
like after elementary school or something like that, right? So
And then what, like you find out like your mom is watching a porn or something?
no, I don't think that's the case. But like my parents were all out doing their stuff, and then I was the only one in the house, right? So I was just like discovering stuff, looking through all the bookshelves. Like, oh, what is going on here? What is going on there? And then, lo and behold, in this like tightly tucked away corner of the old bookshelf, and there's a box. Okay, this paper cardboard box that it's just right there, and I'm just curious, right? As a kid, you're just curious. What the hell's going on? What's in that box? And open it up. Oh, there are some.
Is that like VCD or something called?
Yes.
Yeah.
There are a bunch of VCD, kind of a few magazines, and some books. But those books, now I thought about it, it's more just about like general sexual health kind of type. Right, there's general sexual health type of books, so actual legit books. But also at the same time, there are some dirty magazines in there.
Dirty magazines.
Dirty magazines. And then when I think about it, because my dad used to work in Hong Kong, right? Because like in China, it's very hard to come by this kind of stuff. So he probably brought it in when he was working in Hong Kong. And the magazines were just, now I thought about it, kind of on that genre, because like now I thought about it, it's not even pretty in a way, right? It's just the ladies with their legs wide open. I don't think there's any beauty in that. But
this is blocking a beautiful face.
Oh.
And also, like you said, there is this VCD, right? Back then, everything, all the movies, dirty or not, they're on VCDs, right?
Then you.
Of course, I popped it into the VCD player and let's see what it is. And that's one of those adult kind of rated, rated 3 as for adult only movies.
Right. Okay.
And that's my first kind of exposure to those. And you know, back then, those like Hong Kong kind of erotic movies, they kind of make it very fun and interesting because it's almost like a Kungfu movie, right? So I still remember like in the story basically is like obviously this scholar was trying to probably go into Beijing, trying to pass his exam so he can be a governor or that kind of stuff, right? And then he was wasting a lot of time in like wasting a lot of money on those women and everything, right? And then he's like unfortunately kind of met like weird people, and then he kind of lost his money, all of that. And then when he's trying to get back on his food, he also run into these like kind of a master, like a sex master kind of type. So they were showing them different sex moves, made them into like a typical Kung Fu movie kind of sex moves. And those were freaking hilarious. And you know how like in Kung Fu movies, whenever they do a move, they will call out the move's name, right? They were doing the same thing in those sexual positions. So they will actually announce the name of those sexual positions when they were doing it.
老牛推车
Yeah, things like that. Exactly. This is
全教室 missionary.
Oh, they have a lot better names than that, right? They have things like, oh, this is the beggar cooking rice. Oh, this is the half slice of cooked goose. They have this kind of stuff, and then the guys were actually flying around and doing sexual things. Now that I thought about it, it's actually hilarious,
bro. Like how, dude? Like I would say, it's like sexy and funny can combine together. Like can be combined. Like when you want to be sexy, you can't laugh about it, right? Like how do you jerking off? Be like, this is so fun.
But that's back in the day.
Back in the day, because at the end of the day, those were entertainments. Right.
Oh yeah, that's like what
Because
you watch in the movie,
exactly.
at theater, right?
It's a comedy. It's like a erotic comedy kind of type.
Oh
right?
yeah, okay, I get it. Not something that like, you actually jerk off to.
Probably not. It's not like the Japanese adult video type where the whole intercourse is the full thing.
Yeah.
Right. Those actually, you can say, hey, I watched that movie for the stories.
Right. Yeah. My story is like not a full story, but like the thing is, your parents actually got it, right? So like you play the VCD, it's actually the VCD. The thing is, I also kind of like, oh, there's like a drawer, right? I pick it out. It's like some of like those VCD, and then I like from my parents, and then I play it. It's not porn.
What was it? So
from the cover, it's porn, right? It's all these like pictures and crazy shit, right? Naked women, whatever. And I play it. It's also from Hong Kong as well. But
it's a
like,
math class.
I don't know the English name of that movie, but it's 经济, right? By Wu Junru. So it's actually.
I remember that. Actually.
I remember that movie.
So that's not porn, bro. Like,
No, it's an actual movie about like the life of a prostitute, right?
yeah, it's a life about prostitutes, stuff like that.
So
but
it's not
like,
erotic. It's not
erotic
sexual.
at all. Like, so my parents got scammed. Like, poor parents, like, pay full price and they got like 经济, right?
But hold on, I also thought that movie actually came out quite late.
It's kind of quite late, yeah.
Right? It came out around like, I don't know,
Yeah.
at least like after 2000 or something like that.
Yeah, so that means that like my parents are very vigorous. To
So
nowadays.
you got exposed to porn,
Yeah.
quite late.
I find it out 2 weeks ago, bro. I found that VCD out 2 weeks ago. No, I'm kidding. It's not 2 weeks ago. But when I was like around 13, 15, the same age.
And how did that discovery change your life?
No, man, I was like way better than my parents. Like, dude, like you still buying like VCD? You know internet? Like you don't know internet?
So that was not your first
Then I
exposure
have like
to.
then I talked to my parents like, bro, get on the internet, bro, don't get scammed anymore.
You go to your dad here. Dad, this is my bookmark list. This one you got better kind of here. You got a different genre here. You give him. You show him where the good stuff is at.
Yeah, exactly. What about you? The girl, the
Wait.
nervous laugh.
When we're talking about like first discovery to porn, are we talking about like it has to be a movie or like first time you got discovered to that type of content?
I guess any kind of adult
thing, bro.
sexual, media.
I think actually for girls, when I was little, we talk about it a lot.
Really?
When I was
like
like
little, define little.
when I was like 6, when I hanging out with my bestie.
The thing about
And you know, back then we had this magazine called Cosmopolitan, like those magazine for ladies. And
Shanghai.
It will have a section of how to improve the relationship with your partner.
Bro, 6?
But like that's
you
for,
were reading that when you were 6?
yeah, like when we just
kinda
know
true.
how to read, like when we were 7 or 8, and then and my
Yeah.
bestie they will find those magazines and then we'll share. And then when I was 8 or 9, my mom gave me this it's like a comic book in cartoon, but it talk about like the physical structure of man, woman, how you get pregnant.
Right.
And that's when I first know like actually how sex works, what's a penis look like. And then when I was 12,
Yep.
I remember because me and my dad would share the same study room, and one day there's like some because back then we still watch disc like DVD, and in China you have those stores where they sell the
See, that's the generational gap right there. She's talking about DVD now. We were asking about VCD. Good thing we're not watching stuff on cassettes and stuff.
like those DVD, and he flip it, and then I was just curious. Normally I don't check his stuff. It was just on the table, and I flip it. It's a white lady with 2 huge boobies and with a little bikini, and I was shocked, cause like I think
How old were you?
I was 12, grade 6. And then I was shocked because I think for a little girl, you look at your dad really like
Sacred.
Like
yeah.
a hero, or
Yeah. And
a
then you
hero.
realize he watching porn. My world collapsed that day.
Oh my God. Oh, actually, now I thought about that. Similar kind of a sentiment. I had it when I
really?
discovered that thing too. Yeah. I didn't know what to react.
And I was
really?
asking my senior, I was like, what if you find out your dad watch porn?
Oh.
Yeah, and that's my first exposure to porn. And then, I remember once I was
Did you play this DVD though?
no,
You didn't.
And I think like two years later, when I was using my dad's iPad, and now I need to use the browser, and then when I open it, it's not even private incognito. It's just youjazz.com.
Huge ass. Oh.
Youjazz, youjizz.com. I still remember the domain today.
Youjizz.com?
Yeah, youjazz.com.
Wait, you just? That sounds really gay, bro.
And also back then, like the firewall is not really that strict. So a lot of website, like a lot of porn website, they're not blocked. in China. You can just use it. You can just like go there.
You
Dude,
have
I wanna-
access.
Yeah, I want to ask these questions like because like me, right?
Right.
Like you guys like resides in Hong Kong, so that there's no restriction. No, right? Restrictions in terms of like porn.
No.
Right? Yeah, I was gonna say on any porn sites, right? Here mainland, you can't really do that, right?
Well,
so
you have to use NordVPN.
Yeah. So like, but the thing is like for a lot of people, right? They don't know what VPN is. They just don't know in
Right.
mainland or mainlander, right? The other day I was like I was talking to a dude online. I was like, oh, like I need like it's also candidate as well. I was like, oh, you need to check this website to kind of know our kind of like it was like a whatever. I was hiring a designer, right? So I was like, you need to check this kind of style to get to know our brand, whatever. And then I was like, you need VPN to access this website, not porn website. But this dude was telling me, oh, what VPN is? Was like, oh, you need to like get over the firewall and stuff like that. And then he was like, oh, is this like illegal? I'm not doing anything illegal.
Oh.
So a lot of people like, even though they know what VPN is, like they just don't want to do
Like
it.
they actually don't really try to get over the great firewall in their daily life. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, and also people like there are a lot of people just don't even have a laptop, right? Like maybe just the cell phone watching like Douyin, whatever shit that is. So how do these?
But you
people-
were hiring a designer, no?
I hang a designer, yeah. But yeah. So the thing is like, how do other people access these explicit content if you don't have a VPN? I actually don't know.
I
Do you
think
guys
private
know?
community.
No,
Private
also
community. What do you
Like,
mean? Like
you
your
know, like
uncle's
in China,
son
there
just
used to
gave
be
it
a
to you.
website called 9191.
9191.
It's-
Okay.
I
Oh
think
yeah, I
it's
know
one
that
of
one.
the biggest like porn
Yes, it's a big
community.
Chinese one. They do like some candid stuff, right? So people actually just like non-professionals record
Yeah,
their
it's like Pornhub
stuff.
Chinese version.
Yeah.
People like just upload
They-
their own.
But the government didn't like block it.
I think it got blocked, but I think that's how you grow a community. Like early on, people using it without firewall, like without like a VPN, and then you're a part of it. You know VPN, then you have like those drive where you can buy it, and they just give you the drive, give you the cloud drive.
Oh.
I think it's like smaller private community to get it.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, live will find its way. I think. Right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm
Can't
pretty
stop
sure
me from
not.
jerking off.
That's true. And then I think it's just like for us, maybe since you use VPN and it's easily access like global content, there are like top-notch famous websites that you're so getting so comfortable using, right?
Yeah.
But like within China, I'm pretty sure there are tons of websites that's kind of low key.
Yeah.
They're low key, and then they have contents that's probably not super explicit, showing their genitalia is like right in your face. But that's why they have a lot of like tabian content on Douyin and stuff, right?
Douyin.
Yeah, exactly. They're not showing.
so.
They're not really showing everything, but the content itself is actually sexual by nature because they.
Yeah,
right,
those
the
are like
way
sexy
the ladies,
enough,
the ladies move and everything. I guess that's also a form of adult content people can consume.
That is true. That's like totally legal as well.
Exactly, it's legal. That's why it's called tabian, right?
Yeah, true.
How do we even say tabian in English?
I don't know, like
I mean,
Gray area.
literally, it means like grinding the border,
Like
but
testing the
limit,
water.
testing the limit. I would say it's
Yeah,
testing the limit
yeah.
because they're trying to do something just enough to be sexual, but
Yeah.
not too much to get banned,
Yes.
right? So there's a lot of these kind of contents.
This
Yeah.
reminds me, after I discovered my dad was watching UGS.com, and one day I was borrowing his hard drive, because back then like you still need like a hard drive that is like 100 GB, 200 GB.
Right.
So like I was using and then I find out there's a folder, and it
That's
has
a
all the
folder.
category. It
It's
has
called
all-
UGS.com as
no,
well.
It's all the different porns in a hard drive.
And
he
he
got-
categorized them by different
Yeah,
genres
I
and different
I think he
features.
copied it from other people as well. It's like hundreds and
Right.
hundreds of videos about like it's professional porn,
Right.
Professional
Like
porn.
what Japanese stuff?
like Japanese, Western.
What is non-professional
It's not
porn?
like amateur. It's not people like
Yeah,
video.
the amateur stuff,
It's
right?
not amateur. You can tell it's a production.
It's a full production.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, shit. Yeah,
How does it make you feel about it?
but at that I was already like 17,
Right.
so I'm like,
So you were just judging your dad's
Yeah.
taste
Okay,
of
like-
that by that time.
So today, did you tell him that?
no, like I don't talk.
Will
to my
you?
dad. No.
Well, okay.
Nah, you don't talk to your parents about that kind of stuff.
Really?
No, that's awkward, no? But I have a hunch that my parents definitely know when you are a teenager, when you lock yourself in your room for a long time, they kind of know what you're doing over there. That's why my parents also leave me a lot of space and time, I guess, you know?
Very considerate.
Yeah, I think that's what they do. I mean, like,
Are you done?
no, they wouldn't say that. I also remember when, back in the days, because like what Bao said, right? When you discover your dad's like porn and everything's already on iPads and whatever. Back then, I still remember when the first couple of years when I was consuming porn as a teenager, we were using dialed-up internets, man.
Oh yeah,
Right? Yeah, every time you have to connect to internet, you have to dial up, and there's that pattern of sound that you listen to.
Yeah.
And then everything was so slow. There was no freaking video. Most stuff are really pictures, right? And then you click everything, and then pretty much the whole picture loads up like line by line. Like you gotta wait 5 minutes just to see, just for the picture to load to the good part.
Exactly. Like those are the good old days where like
good old days
where like like you need to use your imagination a lot, right? You if you want to come, fucking like burn your CPU, bro. Like burn it, like just like do the rest in your mind, right?
That's true.
Because it's too slow.
And thanks to technology, now these days you got VR porns now, right?
Oh shit, I never tried before.
You never tried?
No.
You should.
Oh,
it's good stuff.
Oh shit,
it's good stuff.
Shit, damn. But like the thing is that I'm so afraid that like I would get like addicted to such a like surreal experience, or like I would harm my relationship. So my like next question is like, do you guys think like porn actually affect your relationship? Maybe this question is for you.
Oh, definitely. I think so. Like I actually control myself, and like back then I like crazy genre. I like very crazy genre.
Like what?
Like what?
I guess I like back then I like
Spitting.
Really aggressive content, like abusive.
Hold on, I want a question. Like the guy being aggressive or the girl being aggressive?
The guy. And also, but I think that's unhealthy because I realized actually in reality I don't like it.
Oh, interesting.
Right.
Interesting.
But I thought that's what it's supposed to be like. I thought that's supposed to be sexy. But once you have more experience, you realize you don't like it. You don't like that feeling.
But you like watching it though.
Yeah.
Just
like
as a viewer, that's fine, right? But not the participant.
Yeah, and it actually set you a really unrealistic standard of sex.
Of course.
And then you can't really enjoy it anymore. And I definitely think it affected my relationship in the past. So I'm like, right now I watch really timid,
bland,
subtle, like
vanilla,
like couple, like those more realistic.
Oh, that's called a Korean drama.
like more intimacy, you can tell that those two people actually like each other, actually respect each other.
So none of that hair pulling,
no more hak
slapping. Interesting.
Like, you just what like in the porn, like they love each other, they respect each other. How do you?
See, I think that's a
1 hour movie.
It's actually a lot of couple doing that in Pornhub. Like a lot of
couple, yeah.
That's their job, and they make money because a lot of people like consuming those content. I think even for guys, because I think porn is definitely something. It shows who you are. So a lot of time people lie to their friends about what genre they like.
Right.
And I do believe there are guys who love like sex that it's about intimacy. It's not about power. It's not about authority. There are people who actually enjoy it. But when you tell it to your friend, they might think you're a simp.
No, agree. I actually agree with that. I think just like what you said, right? That, like there are a few extremes. Like for me as an Asian dude, I really don't quite enjoy those like those traditional hardcore American stuff. Like they look like freaking Animal Planet. There's no. This doesn't seem beautiful, and then it's just.
What about the Japanese hardcore stuff?
See, the Japanese ones also there are more hardcore, and there's a bit more just sexual, right? And then there are some that's kind of even doing stuff for gimmick, even. a little bit,
Yeah.
right? So there
Yeah.
are different like fetishes, and then sometimes they also make it super unrealistic.
True.
I'm actually not a big fan of that. My favorite genre is actually, like you said, like probably the setting is like the two actors are just in a hotel room, and then having sex
Two
and
actress?
enjoying the two actors, right? The actor and the actress,
Okay.
right? The two people just in the hotel room. And then
hotel room.
enjoying sex,
Just
enjoying
having a
sex.
nice conversation.
Exactly,
That's
having
it.
a nice interaction. Not super crazy stuff, but the camera can show the really good body of the lady. That's the kind of
With the clothes on.
and off. I mean, you don't watch the porn just for clothes on, right? Well, yeah, but I would enjoy that rather than some crazy, outrageous, storylines.
Oh, okay. That's me.
You enjoy those more fantasy type stuff?
Yeah.
Like
wife.
Wife is
Interesting.
okay.
Hold on. Different types, though, right? Are we talking about?
Cougar?
No, like I actually, I like what I like other people's wife cheating. I can't like I
You
play.
can't stand the fact that your wife will be cheating. On
Yeah,
you.
like I play in my mind that like if my wife is like doing it with some guys and I'm watching it, it's like it's not enjoyable. So I won't.
Some people,
I won't.
for some reason, some people enjoy that.
Cock,
NTR, right? Let's go to NTR, no?
That's
like-
NTR, yeah.
Yeah.
cock something.
Cuckold.
Oh yeah. Is it something like that?
Couple, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why some people
Usually they will invite a
enjoy.
black dude.
They would just enjoy watching their girl got effed the shit out by someone else. I
Yeah.
don't understand. But what you said, you enjoy.
I like
is
it. Yeah, I but like as long as not my wife.
It's other people's fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
like
you-
it because it's like the girl that like it's there's like adding an extra layer of this sex. It's like you breaking the social
Yeah, the
protocol, taboo, and then you're like unleashing your animalistic in front of other people, right?
You must be really stressed in real life.
No, I mean, like we're not talking about really crazy stuff here, though.
Choking.
Nah, that's not crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, choking like spitting. No, not spitting though. Not my type.
A little bit of a hair pulling, no?
Yeah. That
you
I
like?
like rough. I like it rough
Oh,
though.
okay.
I really like it rough.
Interesting.
Yeah, Japanese girls crawling around like that's good.
But I really don't like Japanese porn because guys are so ugly and their dick are so small.
Dude, like you're Asian, so you can say that.
No, first of all, there are.
Like I think they purposely hiring those actors who
Yes,
don't look.
absolutely.
I don't think they represent the size of Japanese people or Asian men. I think they purposely hire people with smaller one so that people who watch it can because you don't know the size of the people who the audience, right?
What?
When you see a smaller dick and that is and you see
No,
with a girl,
those are
probably
really
you feel
big
like, I don't
dicks
know.
already.
No, I actually disagree with that. For me, it's like, yeah, the ones I have observed, right?
Yeah.
There are, like you said, first of all, I don't think there's from what I read, there's not that many guy actors out there for Japanese porn.
Right.
There's always going to be those few limited groups of people, right?
Yeah.
And then all the other guys are the ones that stand in the background jerking off, right? And then the ones that actually gets to do it with the actors, with the main character, there's only a few.
Right.
And then there are a few guys that they are kind of famous for their look because they look like those perverted uncle. Right? They look like those perverted uncle. They look like one of those like super greasy, fat kind of boss type. Apparently, is that people kind of like that contrast between like a very beautiful, dainty girl,
Beauty and the Beast.
getting exactly kind of get that Beauty and Beast contrast going on.
Sorry.
But also at the same time, there are a few like a Japanese porn actor that really ripped and
Yeah.
then they look like healthy
There's some
and
good looking
I
ones.
recently
Yeah.
discovered some. They're like, I think those are Japanese porn for women, and I think it's a new genre in Japan that's getting big. And those guys are really good looking,
Yeah,
really good
yeah,
body
yeah,
shape.
yeah.
There's a lot of touching, kissing with the girls.
Yeah.
that's actually very
those are
interesting.
good.
Like guys, we wouldn't watch the porns for girls, right? So what is porns for girls like?
Yep.
First, the guys are really good looking. It's just like how the porns for guys. You don't want to watch a porn that is unless that's your type. That's
Of
something
course.
you're into.
Yeah. Of course.
Usually,
Good-looking
the girls are
guys
good looking,
are
right? So I
good-looking
think
guys.
for for average woman, like we want to watch porn that has a good looking guy,
Right.
And good body figure. You have some abs, or like at least like not like an uncle, mid-age uncle. And there's a lot of the way the guy look at the girl, you can tell that he's really into her. A lot of kissing, touching, a lot of pleasure in the ladies.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's not really just that hardcore pumping action going on.
I mean,
right?
there are some, but like it's not that aggressive.
And is the cameras focusing on the guy more than the girls, right?
It's usually a third person point of view, like
Right.
view. It's not real, because if you really from a girl's view, you cannot see anything.
Or you're just seeing the guy's face on you,
Yeah.
right?
What do you
So-
mean? Like,
I mean, that first person porn,
Because
right?
you cannot see the intercourse if it's from a girl's view. Because when women have sex, we cannot see it. Usually it's the guys who can see the dick
See,
inside the
that
pussy.
I wouldn't know. Yeah, that's true.
Like,
Yeah.
I've never seen it myself unless there's a
That's
mirror.
true.
Even
The
when
girl
I
be
see
like
it,
this.
I see the two body. I don't see how it's actually inside me.
Right.
But you
right?
can if you want to.
So I guess the
How?
You can.
you
I've
just
never
really need to look down.
You just be like this. You can see what's going on.
I've never seen it in real life. Like how it's inside my body. I've never seen
You're
it.
inside your body.
It's inside my body and it's like doing the work.
No,
Oh.
if you think
I've
about it,
never
yeah,
seen it.
from
You never seen
anatomy
it?
point of view, yeah, it's because it's
you
I mean,
never
very
seen it?
different.
unless you
Oh.
record it, right? Otherwise,
Yeah.
when I'm having sex, how do I see it?
Oh,
No, that's right,
Okay,
that's right.
I got you. I
How do
got
I
you.
see the dick inside
So,
me?
so you're saying.
Oh, wow.
So the points for girls, first of all, are mostly third person view.
Yeah.
And then is it kind of like, focusing on the guy's physique and the
Yeah.
posture and the movement rather than the girl, right? The girl
Yeah.
kind of facing the background,
You can still see the girl's face, and usually those girls are not ugly.
but they're not like super attractive.
Some of them are good looking.
Interesting.
But you don't really care whether
I don't
they're
really
good
care.
look.
I care about the guy.
Yeah, because that's the same as
true.
because for us, I guess I don't know about you, right? But like the porns, like the Japanese porns I watch, right? They would definitely frame the girl in the camera,
Yeah.
right? The guy, he doesn't have to show his full body.
Yeah.
right?
Sometimes like you don't see the guy's face for the whole video, right?
Exactly, you don't, because that's not the focus. The focus is the girl.
first-person view.
The guy is almost just a tool over there. He can fade into the background.
Yeah.
I don't care, because I think a very important part is that if you don't see that guy's face, the guys can fantasize. Whoever that's
Yeah.
watching can fantasize them being the guy. I think that's probably also a good point too.
So now I'm wondering for AR porn, how does it work for women?
AR porn. Oh.
Like
VR.
No, you
VR
just-
porn? I
Like,
don't
all I
know.
see
You mean
the
VR
guy's
porn?
face.
No, it's not it. You just the whole camera just like this. Right? Up against the wall or some shit.
So for a full 5 minutes, it depends on what position you're on.
But you
Full 5
could,
minutes,
yeah, but you could
only
turn
see-
around.
Daddy's home and dance.
Yeah, you're only. Oh, you're only seeing the pillow. You're only seeing the headboard.
But you could look around. If you look around, there would be a guy behind you or something like that.
You have to really
Little
look around to see the
right?
back.
Yeah.
The
Something
default
like that.
viewship is just the headboard because you just happen to be doing doggy style the whole time.
Yeah, I think so. That's what's happening.
That's hilarious though. No, I'm telling you, VR porn, it's the next big thing.
I know. I don't know whether I want to try it or not. It's like, I don't know, man.
You'll get addicted.
Because like exactly, like I can't come with my wife, right? That's the problem. Because I tried one of those tools, right? Like I was jerking off Fei Bay or some shit like that, right?
Oh, right.
Yeah, it just like it will give you such an unrealistic experience, unrealistic high. So next time when you're having it with a real person, then you can't really.
See, that's also quite interesting because you're married, right?
Yeah.
So you have like this one sexual partner that's
Yeah.
you have been having for the past few years, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you think viewing porn is kind of helps you to get more interest, or kind of
No,
almost
I
the
don't think
opposite?
it helps. I think it has a negative impact on it. Yeah, definitely.
because you're viewing so many hotter girls than your wife?
Raising
that bar.
not because those girls are hotter. Because like you you jerk it out already, so you can't. You don't have the ammo anymore.
You're not loaded anymore.
Yeah, you're not horny anymore, right? Usually, like, but the thing is, like, when I'm just married, right? I have a kid. I have a 5 years old. The thing is, like, when you have a kid to take care of, right? It's like a whole extra, like, burden or stuff like that, right? It's like you have a lot of responsibility. You get tired so easily, and then like both the mother and the dad, like, you get so tired after finally he falls asleep, but now, like, what do you do? You're super tired. You don't want to have sex anymore.
So you don't have the energy or the time for sex to start with, and then for any, I don't know, like, sexual drive that you have released it with watching porn. So
yeah, but one of the, I think, the New Year resolution as well, I want to watch less porn, right?
How much do you watch now?
It's like 2-3 days, like, one time, 2-3 days, something like that. Yeah. What's my next questions? I have a question. Okay, maybe this one first. What if, just think about it, like, nowadays, like, politically correct is such an important stuff in the Western world, right? Just imagine if pornography has to be politically correct.
Oh no, you're talking about that DEI porn?
I don't know what was that? DEI porn?
Diversity.
It's the Obama.
Is that a real thing? DEI porn?
Yeah, no.
DEI is a real
DEI
thing.
is a thing. That's why all the Western games, the characters are so ugly now, because they want to make them.
But that's for Hollywood and, like, gaming as well.
Yeah, Hollywood and
It's not
gaming.
for porn.
I know. That's why porn cannot be like that, right?
Exactly. So what's gonna happen?
Well, that's just ugly lesbian porn. Then I don't think anyone's gonna view that.
Everything is interracial, I guess.
I guess.
No, I
Only
think.
one
guess.
category is interracial.
What if, like, just let this thing around? Like, what if Pornhub has, like, set a new rule for, like, for every 5 videos you watch, you have to watch, like, 1 ebony porn, 1 lesbian porn, and 1, like, Vietnamese porn, like, something like that, or gay
And
porn.
one transgender porn.
Yeah, exactly, a transgender porn.
Oh, imagine because of this, they had to they need to get rid of the category where you can specify people's racial preference. You know what I'm saying? Like that does not that's no longer an option now.
You can't click into, like,
No, I
porn.
cannot claim that I only watch Asian porn because that's racist.
That's racist.
Yeah.
That's racist, man. Like, even you're a straight guy, you have to watch gay porn. That's the deal with it.
I don't know, man.
I don't think that's how DEI works.
I don't know if that's how it
DEI
works,
is
but
when you create a content, you have to consider. But for the viewers, you're not restricted.
Okay, but the thing is, like, they don't have the category anymore, so it's, like, all random. So they can't, like, oh, this is gay, this is, like, whatever.
exactly. So there's no more guys and girls washroom. There's only unisex washroom, right? So now there's no lesbian porn or straight porn.
Yeah.
They all mix together. And it's all by luck.
All by luck.
All by luck now. You cannot, like, specify your preference now. You just
cannot.
go
You
into
never know. Explore
Pornhub.
something you don't know you like.
Oh no, I know what I like.
That's gonna be a hell of an experience, though. You just
Actually, I have a question about feet.
About feet, chicken feet. I love chicken feet.
look how excited Rio just got when you mentioned feet.
Like, I know feet is such a big thing, and I know a lot of people actually like it. There's, how people joke about, I'm gonna sell my feet pics, and so I'm gonna make money. Like, is that a really big thing for guys?
For me, yes, legs and feet. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I've never seen a guy. Maybe because I never asked a guy about, like, whether you like feet. But then, like, if everyone's talking about it, it must have a huge audience.
Dude, like, everything is a huge audience nowadays, man.
That's true. Every obsolete like kink. So there are people that's really into it, right?
But what about feet?
Feet? Yeah. Well, I like feet.
But I thought everyone's feet is not good looking because you live on this earth for, like, 25, 30 years, and then you step on it every day. You have a lot of, like, that skin on it. And, like, how can it be pretty? How can it sexually arouse you?
What? Like, there are a lot of beautiful feet out there. There are a lot.
I never look into it. So
My question, though, from non-feet guy, right? I'm not saying I'm against.
Are you a
feet.
chicken feet guy?
No. I'm not a chicken feet guy. For me, is that okay? When there are beautiful feet, I can appreciate that, right? Like beautiful feet can really be good looking. But the thing is, I wouldn't go out of my ways to really
Just to find beautiful
exactly
feet. Okay.
exactly. So for you, it sounds like it's actually a thing that you will really look into. My question is, because like feet by nature, it's not a sexual organ.
Right. I never look at it sexually. So
Right.
I think feet is one of the most ugly part of human.
What? That's
There
not
are a lot
true.
more uglier parts of human than feet.
That's not true.
But would you go out your way to actually just search, like
beautifulfeet.com.
or
yeah.
let's just say like you will be very interested. Let's say
Come on the feet, yeah.
Really?
you would actually.
Not really come on the feet, but like yeah, but feet. It's like definitely. It's beautiful. It's very nice. It's very sexy. Could be very sexy.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, there's like all types of genre nowadays. Like, dude, like if you're a fat dude, like if you get on OnlyFans, like you would see a fat middle-aged man sitting on a cupcake. That could be.
Hold on, sitting on a cupcake. That's
yeah,
a thing.
just like
What the hell?
A cupcake here, a camera face on it, and then like a just fat ass just sit on it. Pia, and then that's a genre.
That's a thing.
Yeah, that's a thing. That's a real thing, bro. Like anything could be.
No, that's true.
A thing
You wanna-
nowadays, bro. Like,
You know the worst thing I've accidentally like witnessed that actually scarred me for life.
What?
I still remember what happened was that I was in university,
Two
right?
girls, one cup?
No, I still haven't watched that yet. I heard about everything about it, but I still haven't watched it.
It's not that
have
scary.
to.
You can play it right
I
now.
got pretty gross by it. I was in high school.
I can imagine how gross it is. But I was in this library and I was just like fooling around.
Fooling around.
No,
with
not
other
fooling around
girls.
with girls. No, I'm not saying that. I mean, we're just hanging out with my buddy, right? And then you know how guys were like, "Oh, you know, in the library, you want to check out a porn site in front of everyone? Oh, I dare you do that!" Right? And then somehow it just started becoming like people showing off the most messed up thing they can have their hands on, right? And then this one friend of mine, he introduced this website to me and my friend, right? Guess what the name of the website is? It's called firsttimewithanimal.com. Oh my goodness. So he actually typed that website into the library's computer.
Yep.
And then on that freaking screen, you just can see all kinds of different animal and human doing things. And then
I thought it's like gonna be two dogs having sex.
it's not that. It's people and animal. And then that's the first time I know people actually do this. That's disgusting. The most disgusting one I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Just for a glance. I just saw a picture. I forgot it was a GIF or a video or anything, but there's this image, right? But so basically this lady just putting a fish into her vagina.
What if she lost control of the fish just going inside?
See, my concern wasn't about the fish going inside. My concern was the fish has scales. How did she take it out?
Oh my lord!
That image still haunts me till today.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Right?
That's animal abusing as well.
Why are you? She's abusing herself.
It's all right.
That's.
Oh,
my
I'm not
goodness.
into it, but like, yeah, bro. Like, I want to. Okay, one question. Sorry, I want to do a segue, right? This
From firsttimewithanimal.com.
No, but like, do you think, like, in reality, pornography equals masturbation?
No.
No.
So, like, it's like when you watch it, it's like equals to masturbation.
Naturally leads to.
Right?
Yes.
For guys, it's kind of like that.
No.
For girls, it's not. What are you watching it
I
for
think,
then?
I mean, of course, most of the time when people watch it, it's for masturbation. But I think, I mean, if you go to Pornhub, yes, they're looking for masturbation.
Right.
But I think maybe because I'm kind of artsy person and I really like human body, and I think. But I mean, if you present it in a way, just intercourse, it's just they're in your face, then I think, of course, it leads to masturbation. But a lot of time, it's just two body very beautifully intertwined together. I think that can be artsy too.
That could be
I
artsy
see what you're
too.
saying.
I have a story to share. So like it
Of
was like
course
10
you do.
years ago, like 12 years ago, when I was like still in the States, right, having going to college and stuff like that. And then and my friend, like, let's call him Kevin. So Kevin and I Kevin and I was like just like a normal like Friday, right, where like he has a morning class to go to, and then I just stay in, like, we're roommates, and then we share like a two stories like apartment, like a house actually. And then it was like, hey, I'm off to school, and I need to go. And then he was just go, and then I stay in the house to do my homework, right? And then like 20 minutes in, I heard some voices. It was like someone was whispering or something. I was like, dude, I'm the only one in the whole house. Like, where is that fucking thing from, right? And then it's like getting like on more and more. It's like, is that our neighbor or some shit? And then I went downstairs, like no one's around, like scared the shit out of me as well. So I put my ear up against the wall to see if it's like our neighbors, and it turned into some moaning. Right? It's like, dude, like there's sex going on right now. I was like, where the fuck does that shit come from? And then I was like looking around for like 15 minutes, and finally, I saw his half closed laptop. Right? I was like, oh, it's from the laptop.
Right.
And then basically he was just like, he was downloading a porn, and then like when it finished, it auto played, and then it was like having some like voices that just like, you know, coming out from the laptop. And then I was like confronted this guy. I was like, bro, like you just like playing, like you're downloading a porn or something like that. Like why would you do that? Like I need to study some shit, like scare the shit out of me. And then he was like, bro, he was like, I downloaded it for you. I was like, what do you mean you downloaded it for me? I don't need it. And I was like, you told me that you were sleepy. You know, didn't have a good sleep. So a porn would help. I was like, how a porn would help if you were sleepy studying? And then I show you tonight. And that dude, it was like that tonight. Like he has two laptop open, right? It was like 1 a.m. in the morning. It was like quite like sleepy already. And then he would, like one laptop was doing the homework, like I'm not lying, right? It's like doing the homework, and the other one is actually playing the porn, right? So he was just like switching from two screen. When he's like he want to fall asleep, he would watch a porn and be like, yeah, do it, and go back to his calculus.
Oh,
so he doesn't masturbate. He just like, yeah, fucking do it.
So the porn is something that's keeping him awake.
Yeah.
Instead of coffee or Red Bull, he's just using some porn.
Yeah, that's how he studies, man.
That is crazy.
Yeah,
Did you try that? Did you try that after?
I think he did.
I did, but I failed, right? So I
You're
put
like,
on my
you
pants.
got-
I surrender.
You surrender. You succumbed.
You surrender, and then you had a good sleep that night.
And you had a really good sleep after.
Yeah, and I failed my exam. Stuff like that. Yeah, so it's a good story, but like Kevin's very funny. Yeah.
I don't know about the guy that's like, bro,
Yeah, Kevin-
I downloaded for you, man.
Is he Chinese?
Yeah, Chinese international student, right? So he also like Kevin is so scared of like his dad, right? And the other day, like he was like now they would call Zoom call, but like back then like what, like you webcam your dad or something.
Yeah, right.
Because like for all the international students, your parents are like all in China, and then you're
gotta
by
call your
yourself,
parents,
right?
yes.
Call parents, like, and then I was right next to Kevin, and Kevin was like having a like video chat with his dad, and and then his dad was like start off the call by like, "Hey, I received some email. I received some email in your mailbox," and I clicked into it, and then Kevin was like so fucking nervous. I was like, "Oh no, it was not like that. I don't know. It was like some virus. I don't know what happened to my email. I don't know. Dad, it's not. Don't think of me like that." It's like saying all that, and then his dad was like, "No, he said like you have to pay your tuitions." So Kevin's like, "Oh, funny shit, man." Yeah.
Why Kevin's dad has access to his email?
I don't know. It's like maybe a share email. I did it with my mom. Share like when I was
Or you have like a family email box.
like something like that. Like yeah,
Oh my goodness.
Interesting.
interesting.
This is why I don't share anything with anyone else.
Yeah.
I can be as dirty and as degenerate as much as I want if nobody sees it.
Hey, OnlyFans. I want to talk about OnlyFans.
Okay, you want to start your own OnlyFans?
Bro, like if this is not working out, OnlyFans, man.
You're gonna be selling your
What are your feet?
feet pictures, your fart in a jar.
No, I'm just gonna do the same thing, but without a clothes on.
Oh
Maybe
my
someone's
God.
gonna watch it. I don't
I
know.
thought you gotta
I
be
would
like,
just do it myself. Why would I need you?
yeah. Why would I want to be there? I thought you're gonna be one of the. Remember that very famous channel on Pornhub? It's actually like a math teacher teaching actual math.
All right.
On
I
Pornhub.
remember. It's a Chinese teacher, right?
I think he's from Taiwan or something. I think he's from Taiwan.
It's a Chinese
I
teacher.
know what happened.
He
Then
talk about
what?
everything, about how crypto works, but he mostly teach math.
Oh, really?
How is that on
No, so
Pornhub?
it's somehow it is on Pornhub, and then from what I know, it's like now she also to make it fit more like as on Pornhub, she also have sexy assistants just to come randomly to wipe the blackboard and stuff.
Oh, but that's it. But
Oh,
it's
but
still
that's
like
it. We're talking
serious,
about
like
different-
academic
different
stuff.
guy,
I'm
right?
talking about a Chinese guy,
Ah,
like a Chinese, actually legit math teacher, and somehow his video all got uploaded to Pornhub. That's how I discovered him. And then I went to like Chinese website and watched like many of his videos. Actually, he's good.
so what do you want to do with your OnlyFans?
OnlyFans? No, I want to say that like, do you think the Chinese here actually, girls are doing OnlyFans here in China?
In China, no, but it definitely if you go to Pornhub, there are actually Chinese girls in China making the content.
Oh yeah, tons.
But they put the mask on, right?
No, they show their face.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, you just look excited.
Dude, those are pioneer, bro.
But there are also some like not
represent.
showing her face.
Yeah.
But I think most of them, you're right, covering their face. But I think I've seen like, okay, there are Chinese girls living abroad doing it.
Oh, they're bored. That's different.
But you can
That's
tell
different.
they're Chinese. They're not.
That-
like
yeah,
easy.
but there's probably like several international students, right? Just living there, probably getting their what's that called? Like their foreign passport already.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
guess maybe. Or they're just being a rebel. That's like, I don't want to listen to my parents. I'm gonna show my vagina, stuff like that. Yes, yeah.
This reminds me. There's this porn actress I really like. Her name is Nicole Doshi.
Okay, Japanese.
She's Qingdao. She's from Qingdao.
Nicole Doshi.
Yeah, but if you search
search
her
her
in
up.
Chinese, people call her 多世界.
Doshi.
Doshi. She has this mute like image. Like,
Oh.
She's actually very pretty and like big titties. And then there's a scene that I search on 小红书. I search 多世界. And there's a clip that it's a starting scene of a porn. It's like she was talking to her business partner, and she was like swearing English.
Business partner.
Like it's a setting.
Oh, the setting.
There's
Yeah.
story, man.
Yeah.
Wait, so she's also on 小红书?
No, but there are people talking about her on 小红书,
Oh,
like sharing the clips of the starts of this porn, and then she was like swearing like F you, and then she's like and then she left, and then it's like the Qingdao accent, the Dongbei accent.
Represent.
It feels surreal because she has this image of really hot ABC. She looks
Right.
ABC, but she's actually from Qingdao, like.
Oh.
And then
okay.
it's on Pornhub, and then this dude is very white. It's just everything not connected.
I think
like-
actually it takes a lot of skills to really manage a good OnlyFans
Yeah.
account.
Ah, really?
I was
Damn.
watching this documentary about like women
Damn.
working in this industry. It's actually a lot of work because it's you're building a really intimate fan culture there. So to serve the fan, you need to give a lot of like emotional value to them. It's a lot of maintaining, and then you need to find different way to make contents every day. It's a full-time content creator job.
Wow.
Also, you need to like maintain your fans, your follower base.
It's a lot of work on marketing and then like finding the balance between how much you give out for free so more people can
Yeah.
see
Freemium
it.
model.
Yeah, the freemium model I think it's not that easy to figure out.
I don't
right?
give you my feed. I give you my toe for free.
Exactly. If you want to see the whole thing, you gotta subscribe, right?
So you go to Pornhub, all those like less than 1 minute videos.
Oh, okay. Wow, I got a million idea. We should be MCN for OnlyFans, man.
I think you're not coming back to me.
Also, you're not the only one that have the ideas. I'm pretty sure there's tons of like people
And I'm pretty sure
that.
they're behind the bars right now.
Not necessarily. No, you're talking about
in
OnlyFans.
China, if you do this,
Yeah, in China you have
even
to,
though the business is overseas,
they're all
but
operating
still,
overseas.
even though like you can get like targeted, even though everything is, I mean, if those girls living in China, the contents like, even though the contents are overseas, still, you can be sued by. This is illegal. Like even creating such content in China is illegal. It's not about where you sell it.
Yeah, you can do it. You're Canadian. You're fine. Do it.
You give me all these ideas to put myself in danger, and
It's okay. Yuchi will leave this to next year, and then he'll forget about it.
I'll forget. I'll procrastinate. On my to-do list for 5 years already. Start a porn empire.
Oh shit. Did I use up all my questions? What else want to talk about?
Do you actually know how big the whole porn industry is?
I don't know.
Because, to my knowledge, right? Because I work in advertisement technology. Actually, behind things like a Pornhub, Pornhub is actually managed by a very decent actual company, right? And then that company owns multiple different platforms.
It's a Canadian company, right?
Yes, it's a Canadian company. They own multiple kind of networks of these kind of like RedTube, RedTube, all of that. Actually, behind is the same company, and then they earn tons of advertisement income because a lot of business pretty much exclusively put their ads on porn sites.
Oh wow!
Things like
what those are?
Man, a lot of those gambling,
online
gambling sites, and then I don't know, maybe some adult performance enhancement stuff. A lot of these are very lucrative business, right? And then they put a lot of money on advertisement that's exclusively on these kind of sites because you're not legal to put that kind of ads on YouTube, right?
True.
So even behind that is a huge business.
Oh, that's how they make money.
Yeah, and then they also are very kind of they try to stay down low, right? They don't want to be too kind of high profile about it, but also they're easily getting targeted.
And also there were a lot of immature contents that was forced. Like there were actually rape content on Pornhub. And back then you cannot get it down. You cannot there are young girls who got raped, and everyone in school can see it, and she filed claims for many years. They don't Pornhub, of course they don't care. And then later on, they have it has to be verified accounts. Yep. But back in the days, you can find all types of content,
that's
and you can tell some of them the women were forced to do it.
And that's also one of the reasons why the company behind Pornhub actually had a rebranding. Before they were under different names called MindGeek, I think. That was a few years ago. And then the scandal came out because there are some underage pornography out there. There are probably some forced ones. There's always going to be some very illegitimate cases on it, right? And then so they were under huge scrutiny. And I think they let go a lot of people. And then now this kind of company kind of reformed.
Right.
And started under a different name.
Okay.
Yeah. It's quite interesting if you see it from a very business perspective.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I heard for South Korea, right? 4.5% of the GDP is actually prostitution. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. Probably Thailand, maybe some.
Yeah.
It might also be there.
Even more, right? Think about.
Well. I mean, sex is the oldest,
Everything is about sex. Besides sex, is about power.
Sex is about. Sex is it really about power?
Everything. I think everything. World. I believe pussy runs the world.
Pussy runs the world.
I think a lot of things that men do, even subconsciously, is it's about woman, it's about sex, it's about power. And I think sex equals to power for in this toxic masculinity world. Sex equals to power.
And more power you have, the weirder sex you want to have. That's what
Yeah.
happened to a P. Diddy.
Yep.
I
All
want
those weird ass parties.
Yeah. Do you think Kim Jong Il watches porn?
I think everyone would.
I don't think he would need to watch porn, right? He has like a whole groups of entertainers
Right.
serving him and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know about Lil Kim. I don't know too much about Lil Kim though, so don't ask me about Lil Kim.
Okay.
But no, yeah, like you said, I think sex runs the world. A lot of that's just basic human nature, right? It's the drive. Sexual drive is what keeps human being that's still kind of going on, like soldiering on as a species.
Yeah.
It's fundamental. It's printed in your DNA that you have sexual drive, and I guess there's nothing wrong with being honest about it.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess that's true. Yeah. Damn.
And that about it. Wrapping up our discussion on porn today.
Yep.
Oh yeah. How are we doing it on time? Let's take a look at it.
I think we have talked around like an hour already.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Oh wow, 1.5 hours already.
Yeah,
Okay, that's
we have
more than
more than
enough.
enough content.
Wow. Okay. I think we have to wrap it up. How do we wrap up a podcast?
I mean, we don't have to. We can already stop that when I said that about the wrap up about everything, and then we just cut like
But
that.
usually people always say, bye, bad friends, bye, whatever. Do we
want a tagline?
Do we do that type of
You want a
stuff?
tagline too? We should. If we were to do that, we probably need to do it in the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you're watching CCPE.
Oh wait, but you want to get rid of this name though.
Now you're watching the
PGC.
Chinese podcast.
Yeah, that's.